Hey, this is Pastor Frank with a follow-up to last week's Sunday sermon. Our brother Mike Melendrez. Mike Melendrez is the chairman of the board at Woodbridge, and he is an amazing leader. Him and his wife are prayer warriors. They have just that, it's a gift of intercessory prayer. That's what I say it is. And last Sunday, Mike just brought a great message about just the power of prayer, the importance of prayer, and how when the church prayed, God sent an angel to set Peter free in the book of Acts. And just the power of prayer. You know, when we pray, it's like when we work, but when we pray, God begins to work. You know, there's so many times it says we receive not because we didn't ask. Wouldn't that be a bummer when you get to heaven and you find out that God would have done all these things for you if you just had asked Him, but you receive not because you didn't ask? And prayer is just communicating with God. Talking with God. There's an intimacy, a personal intimacy that comes with it. And so, great message on Sunday. I just watched it today. I was at the river last week with my family, Labor Day weekend. I hope that you had a blessed Labor Day as well. I just want to say that our missions team made it back safely from Mexico, and they had a successful time down in Mexico, loving up on the orphans. It's funny, why do we do what we do? Jesus says we need to love the orphans and the widows, right? And we as Christians, we're called to think of other people and to love up on those that are less fortunate than ourselves. Great trip. Hey, this next week we're going to be starting, we're going to have a wonderful sermon. We're going to be in 1 John chapter 1. The Apostle John writes an epistle called 1 John chapter 1. He talks about his experiences in touching Jesus and hearing Jesus and what he saw. He wants to communicate to us. And not only did he see, but he touched God and God touched him. Amazing chapter. We're going to talk about, he uses a beautiful word in there. He uses it twice. He says, I want to write this chapter so that we might have fellowship. Fellowship's a Christian word. It's a beautiful Christian word. And so we're going to be talking about fellowship next Sunday, and then we're going to be starting growth groups next Sunday. I want to encourage you to be a part of a small group. Sunday after church in the Family Life Center, we're going to be having our kind of a growth group rally. And there's people that maybe that isn't in a growth group, they can sign up for one this next Sunday, and then we're going to be launching hardcore. So it all begins. The kids are back in school. The missions team is back from Mexico. The summer, we just kind of say goodbye. And here we are, people. It's September. It's just kind of that whole new season. The weather's starting to cool off, and we're going to be kind of racing right into Thanksgiving and Christmas, the whole 9 yards. So here we go. We're going to do it as a church. God bless you, Woodbridge. Hope that you're doing well. And we will see you next Sunday as we are in 1 John chapter 1. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.